Hi, it's Syed. I'm going to show you a brand new experience that we've been working on to create templates. And then the result of this will be a template that can either be surfaced on the command line with .NET New or inside Visual Studio 2017. And then the templates will be authored using the template engine, which is a new component delivered by Microsoft. And I've got a kind of an open source component that I'm working on. I'm calling it SideWaffle Creator. This is the Visual Studio experience to actually create that template. To get started, you want to go ahead and go to marketplace.visualstudio.com and then download SideWaffle Creator 2017. To download it and install it, go ahead and click on Getting Started here. I've already installed that into my instance of Visual Studio, and one thing to take note of is that it does require VS 2017 15.3. 15.3 was just released on August 14th, 2017. So I have a console project here that I want to create a template out of. And then the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and right-click on this project and say Create Template. It's going to ask me some metadata about my template, so I'll say Syed Hashimi, the short name. The short name is the name that users will use to refer to this template. So, for example, .NET New MVC. MVC is the short name there. So I'll call this DemoCon. The identity will be demo console.c#. And then the group identity will be demo console. I'm not going to get into too many specifics here, but it is important that group identity be a substring of identity. Okay, the default name of the project that's created when this is used. So I'll say console project, and then display name. So we'll say demo console project. Go ahead and click OK to accept that. This is going to add a folder and a couple files into the project there. So I've got the template.json and the VS template. These files have been opened here in my editor. One important thing here that you might want to customize is the node where it will show up in Visual Studio. So I'll do C# demo and then save and close this file. And then inside template.json, we can see that it's got the information we entered in that dialog as well. It went ahead and grabbed the GUID from this project and also the name and whatnot. So let's go ahead and close out of that. And then there's a bug that we have to work around in 15.3. So let me unload this project and then edit it. Okay, I'm going to grab this comment here. So in 15.3, for any MS build file, we need to add this comment here. And this comment is an indicator to the template engine to not try and process any conditional content here. So let me add that and then I'll reload. Okay, so now we need to create some sort of container that we can put this template into so Visual Studio users can consume it. And usually you'll do that by creating a v6. And we'll do that by adding another project to this solution. So I'll say add new project. When I installed SideWaffle, I got this new template pack project template. So that's the one that I'm going to use here. So I'll say demo template pack. Go ahead and hit enter on that guy. Okay, so now the v6 project has been created. I'm going to right click and say set a startup project for this guy. That's going to enable me to control F5 this. So I'll go ahead and control F5. And it's first going to go ahead and build the console project and then the v6 project. And then it's going to launch 2017 in the experimental instance with this v6 installed. So hopefully we should see the new template show up under C# demo. So here I've got my demo console project, which we just created. We see the default name is coming through. I've done this a couple times in this folder already. That's why it says console 17. Let me go ahead and click OK to accept that, and then hopefully this project gets created. Alright, so let me take a look at the program.cs. Okay, we see I've got my content here, hello from template. Let me try and build this just to verify that it does build. Okay, build started. Okay, so all succeeded. So that's pretty much it for creating a kind of basic project template. This is really just just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more features here. And then, I do want to show you one more thing before we close out of this. A very common question that I get is, how can I create a multiple project template for Visual Studio? And historically, this has always been very complicated. Let me show you how we can kind of simplify this. But before I do that, I'm going to add another project into the solution. It'll be a test project. So we'll say demo.console.test. And then let me grab the right folder. So I've got an SRC folder here, so I'm going to throw that in the SRC folder. Alright, so now it's creating my demo console test project. And I'm just going to add a reference to my existing console project here. Okay, we'll click OK. And we'll go ahead and save that. And then let's close out of it. So now let me go and open the folder where we are. So we saw earlier that I created the console project, and then when I did right-click create template, it dropped this template.config. So this template.config is essentially the root of the template. So if you want multiple projects to be contained, we need to basically move this up a level. So I'm going to cut this folder. Cut the folder and then paste it here at this level. Okay, now let me go ahead and open up the template.json file here. There's just a couple minor tweaks that we need to make to this. There's two things. I need to add an additional GUID, and then I need to add an additional output. So the test project, let me unload it and then edit to grab that GUID. Okay, so I've added that, and then let me add an additional primary output here. Okay, and then also, since I moved the template.json up a folder, or the template.config up a folder, I need to kind of fix my output path here. So it'll be demo console csproj, and then this one's just demo console.test. And then let me go ahead and save that. Okay, let's control F5, and then if all goes well, I'll still see the demo template in the new project dialog, and then when I create that, it actually will create both the console project and then the test project. But I actually remember there's one I forgot to add the comment here, so let me go through and add that. Alright, perfect. And then let me just control F5 it one more time. And we are hoping to go ahead and fix this bug in the next release after 15.3. Okay, so let me do file new project. And then we've got my demo console. And then let's see what happens. Alright, so it's creating the project. It should create both the console and the test project, and then the reference should be wired up as well. So I can see I've got my multiple projects. The reference to console 18 shows up here as well. Let me go ahead and build this, and then hopefully this should build as well. Alright, so the NuGet packages are restored, the console project has built, and the test project has built successfully. So that's really it for creating a project template. And like I said, this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. We really do have a lot more features that you guys can leverage here and take advantage of. Some resources here. So how to create templates. We've got some links here. The link to the template engine itself, the link to the wiki, and then the link to the code here. And then we also have let me add one additional item here. We have a template engine samples repository. So let me just type that in here. .net template samples. Okay, so that's the URL for that. So if you have any questions about how to create a project template, take a look at these links. You can always reach me on Twitter at Syed I Hashimi. So if you have any questions, go ahead and tweet me or create an issue in .NET templating if you need to as well. And then take a look at the wiki. So that's really it. So, I hope you guys give a chance to try and create a couple project templates and then give us some feedback and let us know if you like this new direction. Thank you.